Da na da na 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 da na 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 na. Brains, brains, brains. Brains, brains. Brains. I just love doing these silly little intro videos. They just feel right, and I can do a lot of random things and have a lot of fun with it at the same time. Today is Christmas, and for today, I thought we should have some more maids. We haven't seen enough of them. Their voices are fixed. This one's named Yomu. I think this one's named Len. It's a Vocaloid. I'm gonna name it Ron. I think it's female anyway, but this is Ron. Hi, Ron. This is Mini-Me, and I'm not sure on the character of this one. If anybody knows what this is from, be it anime or video game or whatever, please let me know in the comments. I need to give you an appropriate name. Now, today is Christmas, and Christmas doesn't really exist in this world. It's just me and the maids, and while I could inflict gifts upon them, in fact, here, have some magic wood. Yeah, that's like presents, right? No. My family does have a tradition. It's a bit odd, but it's all kinds of fun. What we do is we go get a Christmas tree, we give each other gifts, and then come New Year's, we take the tree outside and we burn it. We set it on fire, and there's smoke and crackling, and we just burn everything. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bunch of these magic trees and... Ah, you grew already. I'm just going to put them all together really closely, like this. And we're just going to make a giant tree. We're going to set the whole thing on fire. Now this is going to have to happen on New Year's, so it's going to take a week, but I think that's enough time for them to grow. Lots of these saplings. Let's make a nice big tree. There. One stack of saplings. I'm using the magic wood trees because of how tall they are. I mean, I could use jungle trees, but these you can probably space closer together and we'll have just a giant tree of treeness. This isn't an excuse just to burn some trees, I swear. This is an actual Christmas tradition. I grew up living out in the country, and we actually lived near Christmas tree farms. So, pretty much every year there'd be a tree farm truck coming by, and they'd lose a tree, either right by the house or a few miles down the road. We lived way out in the middle of nowhere. And we just put it up inside, give it some water. Then as the week went by, it dried out, and this is still the middle of nowhere. So we'd take it outside, throw it on the burn pile, set up some fireworks, and light the tree up. The tree was usually the biggest part of the night because we didn't save many fireworks from the 4th of July, and I think the 4th of July is just an excuse to light things on fire as much as this is. And when did that get here? I feel that modern Christmas has been over-commercialized, and it's basically gotten to the point where people don't celebrate Christmas. They go buy things, and they go buy more things. If you're a store, this is great. You can get all of the things you want, and you probably get 60% of your sales. That's the average figure for the Christmas season. And Christmas starts after Halloween. It doesn't start after Thanksgiving in the United States. It starts right after Halloween. Although Halloween does give a large amount of sales from candy and costumes and things like that. I think I'd like to start a new Christmas tradition. Like all Christmas traditions, it must have absolutely no sense, but be deeply meaningful in some obscure way. So, this Christmas tradition shall be called Chicken Chaser. And by that, I mean we're going to take a bunch of these slime channels and we're going to put them in a nice circle. So we go round and round. And actually I need a wider area. I need an even amount for this one. Here we go. It must be buried in the ground somewhat. This is mostly so the chickens don't get out, but it must be buried in the ground, and no getting out. So the chickens are trapped in here. And you could probably do this with water or something like that, but I'm thinking it'd be easier to do with slime channels just because they happen to be able to be placed anywhere you want, and well. Okay, so we go round and round. And I should be able to get out of here once I'm done. Nope. So hard to place with these things. There we go. What am I gonna do with this? Let's just do it like this. Lovely diagonals. No, no, no! Thank you. Now, I've got a lot of eggs. Oh, don't hit them with eggs. They don't like that. No, dang it. Nope, nope, I need those. Hey, let's try hitting the wall. The chicken died? I don't care. Okay, so you have chickens, and the goal is to make them go round and round and round. I don't understand how some of them are drowning or dying. Oh, they are actually drowning. Okay, so this isn't gonna work. How do I get chickens over here? Here, chickens. Yeah, chickens. Come to me, chickens. I think that's enough. This isn't going to be suitable as a breeder, so I don't want to get all of them. Though that might not be enough either. Hey, what are you doing? Get over here. I can always get more chickens later. Did that one just fall? I'm losing chickens down the ravine. Okay, chickens, come here. Out of you. You've got a hat. I don't think I have that hat. I did not have that hat. It's a pair of glasses and a goatee. Okay. Come here, chickens. I said come here. You know what? Fine. Let's get all the chickens. I got lots of eggs. Maybe I can have this as some sort of automatic egg collection system. They've got a lot of hats. Chickens. I think the rest of them wandered away. Come here. Come here. Come to me, chickens. And you're smart. There we go. That should be enough. And if it's not, oh well. I may have lost a few. In fact, I think I've got about half of them, but that doesn't matter. You know what, chickens? Come to me. Come to me. Yes. Okay, it's getting dark. I don't even know if they can get out at this point. Oh, so if you stand directly in the center, you don't have to do a thing. Okay, they probably can get out. maybe. I can't get out. Up, up, come on. Thank you. Eh, yeah. Ah, you know what? Get out of the way, chickens. Oh, I could just jump out. Okay. This chicken circle symbolizes the circle of life. Yeah, I don't know how that matters. What matters is we've got chickens going around in a circle, and that's the Christmas tradition, is to make chickens go around in circles somehow. Yes. There we go. I don't really celebrate Christmas like a lot of other people do anymore. Too much research has ruined my perception of Christmas. Like the gift giving. The gift giving, there's a whole lot of things. Most of the traditions go back to either pagan or Roman rituals. Christ was not born on December 25th. That was the day of the Roman Saturnalia festival. This was a festival where people gave gifts to each other, they got drunk, it was like a big carnival. Basically, they had drunken orgies that lasted a whole week, and this is where Christmas started. Now, the Saturnalia itself started on December 17th, and it lasted a week. It looks like some of the Christian leaders decided to adopt it a couple years or a couple centuries later, and there was a lot of assimilation of earlier traditions from other cultures, like the Christmas tree. Heck, if I know what the Christmas tree actually is supposed to mean, as far as I could tell, the modern Christmas tree comes from a guy named Martin Luther being so inspired by looking at a fir tree that he decided to bring it inside and put candles on it. Apparently, fire means spirit, and spirit means life. Something, something, something. We like setting trees on fire. That's what it always goes back to. We set things on fire. Now, Egyptians would bring in palm tree fragments for the winter solstice to symbolize triumphing over death. And I think the Romans did something similar for the Saturnalia. I really have no idea why we put up decorations like tinsel or Christmas balls. Those are, the whole tree thing just seems weird to me, and it's not really about that. Now, mistletoe is an odd one. As far as I can tell, kissing somebody under the mistletoe is supposed to be a fertility ritual. Ye old pagan fun times. So let me explain. There were a lot of pagans that were druids, and the druids would go and do their thing out in the woods next to oak trees. Holly likes to attach itself to oak trees. It's a parasite. What they saw was that you had to have male and female holly next to each other. So they took one of that had the berries, and they decided to put it up in the air, and they thought of it as a sort of fertility bonus, if you will. Yep. Now, the actual kissing, I think, comes from the Saturnalia, because drunken orgies are so fun. We just have all the sex and all the fun that we want, right? Polyreaths have some of the same ideas. They're holly, first of all, so they promote the fertility, and you see them on doors. You always see a male and a female one. I think it's a bit beyond the scope of this discussion to go into the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine of the pagan rituals. Let's just leave it at the holly and the mistletoe have the same sort of purposes, and that purpose is to make you have more children. Now, Santa Claus is an interesting tradition. Spoilers, Santa Claus isn't real. He's a myth. He doesn't come down your chimney at night, and he doesn't have a whole troop of elves up in the North Pole making toys all year round. If he did, that would be slavery, and that's some lovely things to think about. It seems that the common thought is that Santa Claus came from a person named Saint Nicholas, who lived in Turkey in the 1900s, but Santa Claus is older than that. The part about chimneys and leaving presents is what interested me. It seems that Santa Claus comes down chimneys as the ancient pagan god Nimrod, who would go and ask for sacrifices of infants to sate his dark desires. Death to cows! Yeah. Yeah. Get back here! Come on! What the heck is with the cow? Oh, one of my chocobos got out. The origin of the stocking is one of the things that are interesting. My favorite one, I think, is one involving the god Odin. Odin had a horse named Sleipnir, and, Sleipnir is a horse, he likes to eat things, so children would take their socks, and they'd put them up on the fireplace, and they'd put things like hay, or sugar, or whatever else horses like to eat, and Odin would come along and leave them candy or gifts. There's a similar story involving St. Nicholas, but people like milk and cookies more than they like horse. People like milk and cookies, they don't like horse things. You want horse things, you have a horse. You are a person, you eat milk and cookies. And I really want some milk and cookies right now. Milk and cookies. Ah, that's so tasty. I even got a cookie jar. There's a mod called DecoCraft, and it's got a lot of props in it. At mod.deco. I haven't actually looked in this yet. Holy cow. Picado, stained glass, pumpkin Frio, rocking horse. There we go. These are actually blocks. You stand on them. Oop, can't stand on it. You just walk through it. You can stand on some of them. You can get stuck in the tree. A tree. Or not. I don't cheat very often. Most of the time when I do, it's like, hey, I'm messing with redstone. I need a repeater. Let's go give myself a repeater, and then I will go get rid of the materials later. Since I don't feel like popping out in the survival mode, or a creative world, just to mess with that. Something about this is just wrong, though. Having Christmas that's way over commercialized has turned me off to the idea of presents. I have no idea what's up with the balls in this tree. I got some lava around here. I don't even have an inventory space. You know what? Let's just leave these. I got a cow. Spinning cow. Seems like everything goes to the outside. I could probably just put a hopper right about here, and the circle of life means the circle of eggs into the hopper. This is what has been decided. Given all of this, you might come to the obvious question. What does Christmas mean for me? Well, I can tell you that I do give gifts to my family. I like to give food. Food doesn't get wasted. It doesn't sit on the shelf forever. All it really does is have people eat it, and they don't have to worry about taking it back. Plus, food is such a nice thing. You can just have it and eat lots of things. Uh, Besides that, I see Christmas more as an excuse to go visit some people that I don't visit very often. My family. I go see them about once a month, and over Christmas I see them for like a week. And go there for Christmas, we have fun, wait a few days, go for New Year's, play some board games. Uh, Certain people in my family like to drink all day long. That's okay. Too pissing short. The only thing that really matters is on Christmas, we give each other gifts. There's a tree. It's a tree. And on New Year's, we burn the tree to the ground. Dang, I'm evil sometimes. Well, I hope everyone who enjoys Christmas and is celebrating it has a happy Christmas today. And everyone who is not, I hope this video has been enlightening or distracting or at least entertaining. I have a lot of fun making these videos, and running around and just laughing like a maniac is so much fun. Plus, we get to see brains. Oop. How does this? I have 5 different things from the... Okay, more player models lets the character move, but the hat doesn't move. Oh, that is so wrong. Oh, that's even better. Yes! Magic phasing through the goatee and glasses. Go! Alright, everyone, thank you all for watching. Have a happy Christmas, and we'll see you next time.